Assalamu alaikum class. Today our topic is heat and light. Do you know what is heat and light and what are the sources of heat and light? Heat and light is a type of energy and the sources of heat and light are like sun, the electricity bulb. Today we will learn about the sources of heat and light. Okay? So, heat and light is a source of energy. You can see in the picture also the heat energy and the light energy as well. Heat and light help us to see things, provide us energy, keep the earth warm, help plants to produce their own food. Like, for example, you think what does the sun gives us? Yes, the sun gives us the light, food and the heat. If there is no sun, there is no light, there is no food to grow and there is no heat to keep earth warm. You can see now there are a winter season as well. So if there is no sun, we cannot survive in the too much cold. Okay, so heat and light is very important things in our life as well, because if we have to see some things, we need light also. We can't see things in the dark. They also provide us energy. How they provide us energy? Because they help to plants to produce their own food. When we eat fruits and vegetables, we have energy. Sun also gives us vitamin also. So vitamin is also important for us. Okay. Now you know what are transparent objects? Okay. Transparent objects are objects that light can pass straight through. Examples: window, glass. Okay. So tell me any 5 names of transparent objects. The transparent objects are objects that allow light to pass the light. For example, a window. From a window, a sunlight can pass easily. From a glass, a light can pass easily. So the things which are made from glass or are glass objects are known as transparent objects because from there light can easily be passed through. Same as there are translucent objects. You know what are translucent objects? Translucent objects are objects that allow some light to pass through. For example, if we put paper in front of light, so there is some amount or some light that we can see that pass through it. So paper is example of translucent object. You think that how many translucent objects around you? Okay, now we will claim about opaque objects. The opaque objects are objects that do not allow any light to pass through. For examples, wood, door, can. Like a solid thing cannot be allowed any light to pass through it. Now you can see in your surrounding that how many things are there that are opaque objects that do not allow light to pass through. For example, the table, the chair, the door and the wood. Now you will see in your surrounding that how many are there opaque objects. So transparent, translucent and opaque objects are: transparent, all light pass through; translucent, some light passes through; and opaque, no light passes through. You can see the diagram also. Light can pass through window, so window is a transparent object. Some light can pass through from sunglasses, so sunglasses are translucent objects. There is no light pass from bag or wood, so bag and wood are opaque objects. Understand? Now you know what is conduction. Conduction means when heat travels from one object to another object. Okay, conduction of heat and conduction of electricity. Yes, so conduction is when heat travels from one object to another object. Like you can see how can heat travel from one object to another object. For example, a candle, a light bulb and a boiling water. So heat travels from one object to another. This is known as conduction. Okay. Now you can see in your surrounding that how many conduction objects are there. Now we will game about the good and the bad conductors. You know what are good and bad conductors? Okay, the substances that conduct heat easily through them known as good conductors. Examples: gold, iron and lead. The substances that doesn't allow heat to pass through them known as bad conductors. Example: wood, rubber and plastic. So there are the examples of good and bad conductors as well. Like good conductors are those which can easily conduct the heat, and bad conductors are those which do not allow heat to pass through them. Now you can observe in your surrounding that how many are there good and bad conductors. Here is example of good and bad conductors. Like good conductors are, so examples are here like good conductors and the bad conductors. So examples of good conductors are silver, copper, aluminium, brass, iron, lead, mercury. And the examples of bad conductors are glass, wood, water, cork, cotton wool and air. Okay. Now we will review our topic. So heat and light is a source of energy. Transparent objects are those objects their light can pass through. Translucent objects means some light can pass through, and opaque objects means light does not pass through. Good conductors heat easily pass through, and the bad conductors heat does not pass through. Okay. Now you have to read the chapter Heat and Light and see some examples. Observe in your surrounding that what are the sources of heat and light, what are transparent and translucent objects, what are opaque objects, what are good and bad conductors of heat. Allah Hafiz. Take care. Thank you.